Hello friends, welcome to your channel Phenomen. Today we will be discussing the two best fund that you can consider for an investment in the year 2022. So let's start the video. So these two mutual funds are from the balance advantage category, that is hybrid category. This fund is also called as a dynamic asset allocation fund because here the fund is mutual fund investing the money in two different asset classes, that is one in the equity stocks and second in the debt or bonds, that is fixed income instrument. Here the fund manager changes the asset allocation, that is equity and debt, based on the market condition. For example, if the market is at on the overbought zone, then they will book the profit in equity and shift the money from to the debt market, and vice versa. Based on the market conditions, they change the asset classes. So here you get the benefit of equity as well as the debt, so that your portfolio will get diversified and which will generate the maximum return and with the minimum risk. So let's move on to the first fund. It is from the ICICI group, that is ICICI Prudential Balance Advantage Fund. The category of the mutual fund is hybrid, as we have already discussed, and dynamic asset allocation. The present NAV of the fund is around 53.70 rupees. The fund size is around, you can say, 38,000 crores. So huge fund size means more people are frequently investing in this fund. Expense ratio is very marvelous, that is 0.85% only. Here we will discuss the returns for the 1 year, 3 year as well as 5 year from annualized return, that is CAGR point of view, and absolute return, so that you can get a clear idea. This fund annualized return for 1 year is 15%, whereas 3 year return is 12.5% and 5 year return is almost near to the 12%. Absolute return for 1 year will be the same, 15%. 3 years is marvelous of 48%, and 5 years this fund has delivered around 76% return. Now further data. Minimum SIP you can start in this fund with rupees 100 rupees. So this is the best option for the small investor, and minimum lump sum amount is also very fantastic. You start with the lump sum amount 500 rupees. The benchmark index for this mutual fund is CRISIL Hybrid 50 plus 50 moderate index. Now this fund has invested around 38.50% in equity stocks and 26.65% in debt, and balance is 35% nearly kept in spare as a cash. Now the risk measure, that is how risky the mutual fund is, that is beta is just 0.75%. that is it measure how the mutual fund is more volatile or less volatile. So below 1 is considered to be a less volatile, so this fund is a less volatile. Now let's understand the allocation of the equity and debt. So top 5 holding of this mutual fund for equity is ICICI Bank around 5.40, Reliance Industry they have invested around 5.40 near to, Infosys 5%, and HDFC Bank around 4%. They have invested around 35% near to 35% in large cap category. So the risk of, that's why this fund is less risky, because more of the fund is invested in large cap. Mid cap they have just invested around 3%, and small cap just 0.49. So very balancedly they have managed the fund. Now allocation by sector. In financial sector they have invested around 19%. In energy and power sector they have invested around 9.5%. In IT technology sector they have invested around 9%, and in automobile sector they have invested around 7%. Now debt allocation. So top debt holding, that is they have invested in RBI 7.71%, ICICI Bank 1.96, around 2%, Government of India Securities 1.72%, Axis Bank 1.18%. Now this allocation from instrument point of view. So which instrument they were selected, then cash margin, then net current asset, treasury bill, Government of India securities. So in debt these are the kind of securities are there which mutual fund prefer to invest. Now on the next number, it is HDFC group, that is HDFC Balance Advantage Fund. The category is hybrid and dynamic asset allocation. NAV of the fund is near to rupees 300, that is to be precise 298 rupees. Fund size is also huge, around 41,300 crores. So it is more than ICICI also. Expense ratio is little bit higher as compared to ICICI, that is 1.03%. Now returns. Annualized return for 1 year is around 29%. 3-year return is around 15.80. 5-year return is 14.5. Absolute return 1 year will be same. 3-year return is 55% and fantastic 5-year return of almost near to 100%, that is to be precise 97% this fund has delivered in the period of 5 years. Now further, minimum SIP here is more as compared to ICICI, that is 300 rupees, and minimum lump sum amount if you are looking for then 5,000 rupees. Benchmark index is Nifty 50 hybrid composite debt 50 plus 50 index. Now this fund has more invested in equity, that is almost 68% is amount invested in equity, and debt they have just invested around 18%, and balance only 14.5 is kept in cash. Beta as compared to ICICI HDFC is 1.05. Now equity allocation, they have invested in State Bank of India around 10%, in NTPC National Thermal Power 5.5, ICICI Bank around 4.75, and Coal India around 4.36. In allocation of by market cap, large cap they have invested around 46%, mid cap around 15%, small cap they have large that is 7%. In ICICI there was little. Now allocation by sector. In financial sector they have invested around 25%, energy sector they have invested around 16.5%, in construction sector around near to 7%, and in engineering sector they have invested around 4%. Now in debt, in top holding of debt, Government of India security around 6.22, Punjab National 1.45, ICICI Bank 1%, and HDFC Limited around 0.78%. By instrument point of view, in repo they have invested around 11%, Government of India security 6.22, additional tier 1 bond invested around 4.38, and in reverse repo they have invested around 3%. Now the most important part, the comparison and conclusion that which fund you should select. Now first is ICICI Prudential Balanced Advantage and second is HDFC. So minimum SIP for ICICI is 100 whereas HDFC is 300. For small investor it is difficult to invest. So with the small investor you can start SIP with 100 rupees as well. Minimum lump sum is 500 for ICICI whereas HDFC having a 5,000 bigger amount. For small investor it is not affordable. So here ICICI looking good in terms of SIP and lump sum. Now the most important, equity percentage. As we have already discussed, ICICI just invested around 38.5%, whereas HDFC has invested around 68%. And normally the equity is more riskier than debt market, and as a result the standard deviation of HDFC is more than ICICI. Because of this reason the standard deviation of HDFC is more. Debt is around 26.5, and HDFC just invested in 17 or 18% you can say. In cash also ICICI has kept in cash spare amount 35%, HDFC just put 14%. This is the best part from the ICICI, that they have kept a contingency cash of 35%. Risk or beta. Obviously ICICI is less and HDFC is more because they are more invested into stock, and stock market is always subject to the risk. Expense ratio of ICICI is just 0.85 whereas HDFC is 1.03. Now allocation is large cap also important. ICICI just invested 34% whereas HDFC has invested around 46%. Mid cap also, just look at ICICI just invested 3% whereas HDFC has major investment in mid cap 15%, and mid cap is more volatile than large cap. And also you can say small cap, ICICI just invested 0.49% whereas HDFC has invested in 7%. So the mid cap and small cap portion for HDFC is more, and as a result the mutual HDFC's scheme is looking more riskier, but as compared to return, the HDFC's return is more whereas ICICI's prudential return is conservative. See, normally in stock market you will get higher return when you are taking the higher risk. So HDFC has taken a high risk, and as a result of this he is getting high return, and whereas ICICI Prudential is invested conservatively, less risky, so the risk is less, so obviously the return will be conservative and reasonable. So 1 year return of the ICICI is 15%. These are annualized CAGR return 15%, whereas HDFC has doubled the return, that is almost 30%. So more return is delivered by the HDFC because more risk is taken by the HDFC in terms of equity market. 3 year return of the ICICI is just 12.5%, whereas it has almost 16%, you can say. So 5 year return is also ICICI has just 11.1770 and HDFC has almost 14.5%. So I conclude that if you are a conservative investor, then ICICI looking up better for the conservative because they have more invested into debt and also kept more cash for contingency or emergency, and their return is also reasonable, not very poor. But if you are an aggressive investor and willing to take a high risk, then HDFC looking more better because their portfolio is very risky and because they have taken a huge risk, so the return is also comparatively more. If you feel that video is useful to you, then please do like our video and please subscribe to our channel Phenoment if you have still not subscribed it, and press the bell button so that you will get the notifications for the next videos. And also please comment it in the comment box on which topic you want to watch the next videos.